JoJo Has Fun.
Hey everybody, welcome to JoJo Has Fun, a comedy Let's Play with your best buds. I am, of course, JoJo.
I am Twitter Jeff.
Here, Danielle.
All right, now let's just kind of break down a couple of new ground rules. Yeah. I had a sausage egg McGriddle today.
So you're running on carbs
it's like
right
he
now.
had straight Coke, you guys.
I'm mainlining that griddle syrup.
Yeah.
And it's not doing so good in my tum-tum. And I actually messaged you guys earlier. I was like, listen, everybody, I'm all chock-a-block full of McGriddle energy, and I'm worried that it's going to come out against my family. I said that.
Wow.
You guys are afraid.
No.
Because here's the thing about eating a McGriddle. I know I'm going hard on McGriddle right away.
This episode is brought to you by McGriddle.
Yeah, not McDonald's, just the sandwich.
Our friend, the concept of a McGriddle.
McGriddle itself was like, listen, I think that these YouTube goofsters might be the ones for us. And McDonald's is like, I don't want to throw in with these jokesters.
And McGriddle went rogue.
Use the generic McGriddle without the trademark. We actually have McGriddle makings almost in the kitchen.
If I go the generic McGriddle, it's not a McGriddle. The generic McGriddle is like a pancake breakfast sandwich.
No,
Yeah.
the generic McGriddle is gross.
You've had that, haven't you? The
full
Jimmy
statement.
Dean?
Full statement.
Yeah.
Danielle's never had a McGriddle, so she's talking out of her ears.
I've smelled one. That's all you gotta do.
So that's the thing, right? Like, I was driving the love of my life to work today.
I've been here all day.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh
Jeff.
no, is he?
I hate that this is how it had to come out.
Joe!
Sometimes
Wait, what?
sometimes you got to break the heart in order for it to heal.
What's
You
happening?
So-
bastard!
What's going on?
I'm driving to work and with my partner, and I'm like, okay, hey, listen, how's it going? I got bad
Hey, what's
news.
up?
I
Nice
got
to
bad
meet you.
news. I got to eat this McGriddle as we're driving, and I unwrap it, and
Okay.
I take a bite,
Okay.
and then they do like that. One of those.
Yeah.
So you did a line of McGriddle, is what you're saying?
No, that was me eating the McGriddle because I was trying to eat it with my nose, and the way you gotta eat a McGriddle is like with all your senses. I'm actually not sure where to go. I'm not just running around like an idiot. I'm trying to figure out.
Are you trying to get into
what's
the
next.
castle?
Yeah.
Talk to the burbs.
They won't let me in. So.
Said so matter of factly. They won't let me.
They won't let me in.
Like,
So
I get it.
I'm eating this McGriddle. My girlfriend makes these large, smelly noises, and
Wow.
they go, as in noises to smell. Like
Yeah.
she wasn't making a noise that.
Not as in
I'm
monster
not
fart.
suddenly synesthetic. I can't smell noises, but she was smelling, and she goes, "Oh my god, did you rip a big one as we're driving? Did you rip a big smelly boy as we're driving?" And I said, "No." And then I tried to smell it, and I couldn't. I was immune.
Right. Well, you had the McGriddle in you.
I had the McGriddle in me. I had inoculated myself
Those are.
because that's what it was. Pure uncut McGriddle.
Are you sure it wasn't?
Smells like just straight up butt.
Yeah.
And that's what she
Yeah.
was smelling. She was smelling the butt. And I said that, and I was like, I realized before she said, I was like, I think it's the McGriddle.
Yeah. Well, because the pancake bread of the McGriddle isn't so much a pancake.
Just listen to what you're saying.
It's basically-
listen to what you're saying.
It's basically congealed syrup. Because like the smell of the syrup that they infuse it with is so. Hey, that's you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's me.
It's me.
It's so intense. And I remember when the McGriddle was like announced, and I mean everyone's lives changed that year.
No.
I mean we were
It
living.
was 9/11.
Wait, that
It was a really wild year.
when I think of 9/11, I just think of the year McGriddle came out. Nothing else happened that year.
Oh my god.
But like the McGriddle. Hey, I'm a McCloud.
He's
yeah,
a
you
prince
just
also.
gave him the shock of his life.
I know.
I was living in Lodi when it came out, and I remember distinctly going to get my first McGriddle, and I remember where I got it from.
Where was
And
it? Was it McDonald's?
It was a McDonald's, weirdly
What
enough.
it was. I remember when I first got my first McGriddle from. My pastor gave it to me at Sunday school.
Yeah.
They said, you want to know the grace of the Lord? It's this bad boy right here. It's got syrup in the bun.
I'm like, is this God? Yes. God is in the McGriddle, if you all know.
So my point is, I may be single
Okay.
because I when she pointed that out, I didn't stop eating the McGriddle.
Well, now it's
I just ate the McGriddle apologetically, which is how you should eat all McDonald's food, if I'm being completely honest.
I was gonna say we not for a second thought that you stopped eating
No,
it.
we knew you
No,
ate the
that
McGriddle.
should have been clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the grossest fast food thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, good.
Okay, so
That's a
first
rough.
thing you've ever
okay.
eaten,
That's
and then
that's 40 miles of bad road you just wanted to walk down.
This is Jeff playing a game he knows he will absolutely win.
No.
And I am like, you know what? Not everyone else has eaten at Arby's, okay? All right.
look, Arby's is coming back around these days. They've got a new logo. They've got a new fresh look for all their restaurants.
They have the same great beef and cheddar max they've always had for 35 years.
You want some pale meat? We got the pale meats. That's their slogan. Oh, look, now he's happy. That's weird.
You
Yes,
want a
I'm
little
ready.
bit of gray meat? We got you gray meat.
No, Danielle's full of it because I brought home an
full
Arby's.
of Arby's?
Oh, she wishes.
Friends don't
No,
let
she
friends
doesn't.
eat at Arby's. Friends don't let friends go whole
Exactly.
hog on a 5 for 5.
Prior
knows.
to the Broken Age, a video game also starring the voice of Will Wheaton. I brought home like a couple of, because they have, I usually will get 2 Arby's sandwiches, one when I am at work and I would eat, and then one for like, a
The
snack.
bathroom when I'm
Yeah.
crying
Yeah,
after the
yeah.
first one.
The last half hour of work when I go and hide in the bathroom, I have to have something to do. So
Yeah, I keep it tucked behind the toilet,
I just-
and
yeah,
then
but-
I just whip it out.
At my work, I have a series of Arby's dead drops. In case I ever get trapped in in like a zombie situation, I'm like, oh man.
that'll last me
There
for 40
seems-
minutes.
There seems to be a lot of zombies out there. Oh, I know. I tucked the cure away into these piles of sickly meat
You
shavings.
fool! That's what's drawing the zombies to you.
It really is.
can
They
smell the
that
meat.
Jew and it drives them mad.
But I brought home some Arby's, and Danielle took a bite of one because she was like morbidly curious, and her response was, "That's not bad."
I do not recall.
Yeah, you were blind because here's the thing.
3 days later, Danielle was struck with some kind of plague that still haunts her to this day.
The current Danielle we all know is actually a golem of some sorts that I created from excess Arby's meat after her death.
Dude, yeah, seriously. Like, I just saw you, like, molding a little figure out of Arby's meat. Every time there's a red light, just adding a new little feature to it.
Which is why every week we have to go to an Arby's and try to discover the command word that will free Danielle from this horrible curse.
Horseradish. Horseradish. I don't even know what it is about Arby's sauce, but I like it.
Does Arby's sauce have a specific name for their sauce?
It's just Arby's sauce, which it's vinegary. It's like the most vinegary barbecue sauce you can get.
That is not a very strong first step
No,
in Flavor
no.
Town.
It's tangy. It's weird. It's not sweet. And that's the thing that maybe I like about Arby's sandwiches is because I'm a barbecue boy, as we all know.
Oh, we do know.
I go for the barbecue sauce, and Arby's sauce is something that's new. It's a new creation. We've given new life to a different type of sauce.
That's not what I want to hear.
And
No.
it's something that doesn't exist in other places.
I just imagine at the Arby's laboratory, there's some scientist who's just like, I've done it, eureka! and they have like 500 bottles of barbecue sauce all hooked up to some kind of like a
Bloated monster.
No. It's like they're laying in pools of like vinegar, like in Minority Report, and every so often a sauce rises to the surface, and they're like, "This is the one." And they're like, "What about that sauce? It seems to just be ketchup. Throw that in the pile. That's the Minority Report."
You know what's amazing is there's some really bonkers stuff going on in this game right now.
yeah, I'm
as
not
we're
paying
talking.
attention. I'm not paying attention at all to it.
And this is,
We don't even give a shit.
we are so far beyond the wildness of that game.
I miss Arby's. I'm not gonna lie.
They're not gone. I wonder how they're doing.
I think they're probably Arby's was having a resurgence because they have H. John Benjamin now as their spokesperson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, H. John Benjamin is selling those sweet meats now.
He's got, you know who else has been a spokesman for Arby's?
Who?
Barry White.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. He was. They used his sultry baby making voice to convince people to eat delicious slices.
You want some meat?
Hey, man, do you feel like having sex? Hey. Do you feel like maybe this is real and that maybe we can have an emotional connection? Then how about you eat this beef and cheddar?
How about you part these beef folds?
Oh,
How
these
about-
beef curtains.
I was being
My
nice.
meat curtains.
Hey,
Nope.
baby,
They're
it's
folds,
time
they're
for
thicker.
a 5 for 5 beef curtain meal, and I got all the jus you can have.
And here's
I'm
the
ready
thing.
to eat that
That's the
now.
thing about Arby's sandwiches is that they are not cheap. So when you when you see a 5 for 5,
That's what I love. It's like, here's five. I would sure go for some disgusting sliced stink meats.
oh, he killed you.
Don't worry, they're expensive as shit.
Right?
It's you can eat this or you can have a mortgage this month. It's never both with
Yeah.
Arby's.
Nope. And you want a soda to wash down that meat? Too much. 5 for 5 makes it affordable. The whole family can have an Arby's that night. Guys, tonight, eat at Arby's.
Eat out those meat curtains, guys.
Eat out
'em
those meat curtains. Also, I think you have to jump when he's going to stab you with his
Oh,
beak.
that makes sense. Okay.
Oh my
Doink.
God, this is the weirdest
That's
little trial.
It's sexual.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
jump.
he's like, he's gonna put the.
He's trying to bury his beak, Danielle.
Yeah, he's trying to bury it real deep.
What?
I'm just,
Hold
He's-
on, wait a second. I didn't.
Wait a second. I think there might...
I fucking
One.
don't
I like
want
his
to.
cool hat.
3, jump.
Ah!
You fool. Why are you
It's
bad
okay.
at this?
It's okay. He's changing. He's playing mind games.
That's right.
Stop bothering me. If you're so worried, why don't you give it a good... Oh, he's going to his lady and he's like...
He's
I
like,
think the statue's real.
oh, it's giving
Oh,
you
here
so
comes,
much.
here it comes.
Oh,
Oh,
now you have to
no.
fight him.
Oh, God.
boy.
I have entered the combat.
Oh, now there's 3 of you. Now he's real confused.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. I like him.
I'm gonna...
He's got the body of a crow, but like the face of some sort of tropical bird.
Yeah, it's like a toucan crow with watermelon on its
I
head.
can't remember the last time I had Fruit Loops.
Danielle has them in the kitchen right now.
Indeed, I do.
Danielle
I love Fruit
specifically
Loops.
requests that I bring Fruit Loops back
I
from the
did
grocery
69
store.
damage
Nice.
right
Oh
off
my
the
God.
bat. God has blessed our playthrough today.
The holy blessing.
Oh, here comes a cat.
Oh, he
Danielle.
did 69 right back to me.
Oh,
Oh, man,
yeah.
you guys are just 69ing back and forth.
Yeah, well, that's how it works. You.
What if just one person 69 and the other person was just like, eh?
Yeah, no, it's a give and take, man.
They're just sitting there.
What if someone? Okay, now we're pretty long in the tooth, I think, not just as content creators, but as people on this big blue marble.
Yeah, I've outlasted myself.
Here's a question I have. Do you remember a time before 69 was the sex number? Like, do you remember a time in your life when you got to 69 and it didn't even phase you?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to remember the first time I heard, like, I was taught that 69 indicated some kind of sexual act.
Well, I'm thinking back to when I learned to count. You know?
Okay, but yeah.
Okay, so I get Daniel. I thought you were done. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, I was done. And then I was just like,
You got to wait. I think Jeff's path is the one that is going to start with the learning to count because it's going to go 1,
Yeah.
2.
Arby's.
No, it's like he's just counting and he's just freestyling and he gets to 69 and then all of a sudden he's like, why did I do that?
I'm trying to think of how old I was when I learned that there was a 69th number. I'm just thinking that, like, was that a thing as a teacher teaching grade school students how to count? That it was like the 13th floor of a hotel that they were trying to avoid? They're like, there is no 69. 68, 70.
70.
Teacher,
Yeah.
what about 6? There is no.
Don't
Don't say
open
it.
your mouth.
You stop it. You're
Get
not
outta
old
here.
enough.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare, Jeremy.
My son came home from school today, and apparently this teacher is teaching disgusting
Filth.
sex numbers to my son.
Putting filth in my son's
Yeah,
mouth.
my teacher taught me 3 times 23 or something. I don't know math.
3 times.
But then she taught me 3 times 23. No, I'm not going to heaven. I don't understand.
I don't know why this.
I'm not allowed to do advanced multiplication without a marriage tying me down. You're not allowed to do math out of wedlock.
The loss of innocence.
Ugh, seriously. Oh, it's palpable.
I'm assuming I remember at some point learning about 69 being a sex act, and it probably was like junior high to high school maybe. So before that time, what did I think 69 was? Just like a cool number that
Just a
existed?
number.
Just a number that came
It
after
just-
68 and before 70?
Yep,
It
any
was-
old number.
It's just a number that's standing in a mirror upside
Yep.
down.
Do you think that 69 is tired of being 69?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you think all the numbers get together every
Yeah.
year at their convention?
Do you think that
69 has heard every possible iteration of a joke
Yeah.
about 69.
Is 69 the band that plays at the county fair that's just so sick of doing that one song that everybody likes, but it's all they know?
the one-hit wonder?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey everyone, we're 69, and this is Jesse's girl.
Nice.
Nailed it. Take that, Rick Springfield, you sucker.
I feel bad for 69.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, it's just like you
He
could be
just,
more.
he just wants to be multiplied.
Yeah, I mean, you just like I'm just seeing 69 like trying to go back to community college late in its adult life. Just like, you know what? I'm gonna make something of myself. I'm gonna become an AC repair person, and then the first day of class, they're like, all right, we're gonna do roll real quick. Aaron Aronson here, Joanna Newsom, not that one, but a different one. Here. 69. Everyone else, nice.
Yeah.
And it's just like, God.
I can't.
What, if 69 was going to change its name to something that didn't, that wasn't 69.
It would be Fred.
would be
Let's be
Fred.
clear. It would be the name Fred. So we would go 68. It would go 67, 68.
Fred.
70, 71. And I think introducing like pretty run-of-the-mill names
Oh, God, yeah.
for numbers that we just can't handle.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's important. Like if I go to 8005, 8006, 8007, Derek, 8009.
How much did you make this year after taxes?
I made about Derek.
Yeah. Well, I only made a Susan, so
Oh, God.
you know how sexism goes.
They get you only, you know what? Women only make Steven percent of a man annually. What a joke.
Oh,
The cancer's covering how much percentage of his body?
Nancy.
Nancy to Fred. It's Nancy
Oh,
to Fred.
man.
Nancy the
percent.
Fred percent of
And
his body.
his chance of survival, quite honestly, it's Phil. It's only Phil.
Oh, that's bad.
It is
So-
bad, but we're praying to God. we're praying to God and Jesus about 30 to Terrence times a day, hoping that works.
Yeah.
You know what's great is I only know of like 3 numbers that are funny, and we've come up with like 17 names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my hope
8,000
is that someone's gonna come back and be like, "These are the numbers that are gross."
Yeah.
Wait, what's the third funny number?
There's 420. There's 69.
420.
And there's 8,008.
Which is boob.
That's boob. There's
13 is kind
or-
of
there's
funny.
513. There's no wait no that oh god it's like 5,813,000 something. I can't fucking do math.
Also, you could do 80.
It's 5138008. That's boobies. And also 58008. That's boobs.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could do
Wow.
8,085.
8,085.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's another big number.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah. But it's okay because
Shit.
it's a big number, but they got a reduction, so now it's just 8,008.
They had a bit of a medical subtraction.
Yeah, just a little.
God damn
Wow,
it, Mallow.
nailed.
You had one job and you failed it.
The-
Jeff just leapt up out of the
Yes,
room.
he had to make sure we're getting this gold.
I was worried he had the diarrhea bad.
No, I did
I
not.
worried-
I did not have Arby's today.
I worried he had a big old can of booty spray.
So you guys didn't answer my question. What's the grossest fast food that you've ever eaten or you've ever heard of?
Oh.
that I've heard of?
Yeah, what's one that you've like that if because in the realm of fast food foodage,
It's yeah, whichever place
what,
made
do you
the
remember something like being produced and
Yes.
you were just like, that's
Yes.
the grossest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. I want it so bad.
Oh.
No.
I've never had a
yes,
double down.
Yes, until
I've
that
never-
last part.
Yeah, I've never had a double down, but I've always it's one of those things like it's
Double down's not gross though. It's just bread is replaced by chicken.
Well, it's
That's gross.
aspirational.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's not gross. It's the combination of foods that it brings to you is not gross necessarily.
Yeah, I love that you said it almost as if like Danielle and I were in like a sex ed class and they're talking
yes.
about like
Like-
and then the sperm buries its fucking face
Yeah.
inside of the ovum and then we're like that's yucky and you're like it's not yucky.
It's
That's
biology.
that's life.
I'm just saying that
You
you
wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the double down.
you can order your double down without the thick, creamy discharge. It's fine.
See, now I don't want that. Now this episode has to be deleted forever.
I remember having a sex ed teacher, and he said that phrase a lot for some reason.
What?
Thick,
Yeah.
creamy discharge?
Yeah, there are certain
That
Your
Bastard.
whole life is a fucking nightmare.
certain STDs. I'm not gonna go heavy into it, but he was describing
Yeah,
the
there
way
are
that
people who might be
yeah.
having breakfast as they listen
Yeah.
to this.
No, because this comes out at 11:30. It's
I
fine. No,
imagine
2:30.
Well, I might be having breakfast as I listen to
That's
this.
true. But
How
no,
about
like
that?
he would describe the different symptoms of different types of diseases, and some of them he made more colorful than necessary.
Well, I mean, like, hey, bully for him. Like, that's a good way to get people to realize, like, don't screw around with this stuff.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Like on second thought, I think I appreciate his ways.
Yeah.
He also was like a big Hawaiian guy with like a real deep voice.
Oh, I
Love
like
it.
him.
I love that.
Yes.
Creamy discharge.
Now at Arby's.
You asked for it, and we
we
wrapped it
deliver.
up for you. So I will say, weirdly enough, we ate the weirdest thing. Not the weirdest, but like we had the mini tacos when they came out.
Yeah, you got a, I would call it a flight of tacos.
Yeah.
How were those?
It
by
was
the
a
way?
charcuterie board of tacos.
A
A char-
charcuterie.
a what?
I,
What
I
did you
can't,
say?
I can't pronounce it correctly.
Charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Yeah, charcuterie.
Not charcuterie.
Yeah, charcuterie.
That
I
sounds
like
like
charcuterie.
That's where my butt's on
that
it.
sounds like a charred tushy.
Yeah, my charcuterie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, they are. You know how some people take like Tums or like Prilosec to like fight acid reflux, right?
I do know that.
This is the opposite of that.
Oh, it causes it.
It causes it so much, and they're so small, but they have so much like acid in them. I'm assuming,
Yeah,
and so much
yeah.
garbage in such a small little thing. And
Yeah.
it's cute because honestly, we got like plain ones, and we got ones that are like loaded.
Which is like bonkers.
Yeah, I ate the plain ones because loaded.
What were they
sounded
loaded
gross.
with?
Daniel, what were they loaded with? You ate
Other
those.
than nightmares.
The same thing that goes into like a regular taco
Right.
from Jack in the Box. So like some cheese and some
Anger.
lettuce.
Some
and
rat feces. Yeah.
Some sadness and
Yeah,
some
Some disappointment.
yeah.
You actually, no, I'm sorry. You get that as a condiment. You put it on yourself.
All
sorry.
the disappointment you can handle with these
Oh, no,
boxes.
that's too much. Oh, well, you have to eat it now.
I just squirted it in my mouth.
Just squirt the disappointment. Have you ever seen somebody do that where they take a bite of something and they don't want to put the condiment on it, so they just squirt it in their mouth after they put the bite in?
I would do that.
I've never seen that.
I have not
That's
seen it, but I
wild
would do
if That's
it.
a thing that happens.
That's a thing that somebody's done.
I
I've never
appreciate
seen
that.
that ever.
Yeah.
I like
yeah,
it.
I believe you. It's just wild.
Yeah.
What are
Person who's done that, comment. Make
Yeah,
a comment.
who
We
are
wanna-
you?
We
I
want to
would-
know you.
I would say probably the grossest. You all come down on
Leave a
Arby's.
comment because guess what? Your friends and family know you're a monster, and now that their
Oh
pain
my
has to be ours.
Oh, Daniel just had a revelation.
I'm an idiot.
What is it?
All this time, I've been thinking about Arby's. You eat at Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah!
Jeff, why do you hate yourself?
Yeah.
Wieners.
There's something
much
about
worse.
there's something about a chili dog for $1 that just screams murder.
I'm just saying the components of a Wiener Schnitzel chili dog are pretty basic. It's okay. It's bread.
It's wiener
It's
and
hot
schnitzel.
dog.
It's sin, is
It's
what it is.
chili.
It's condensed. It's the condensed jelly of
Like-
going against the plan.
If you eat more than 20 Wiener Schnitzel chili dogs in a year, the government
Candyman shows
Yeah.
up.
the government
Thank
officially
God. You're like, please.
you can't have kids anymore. The government just takes away that right from you. Not
It's
allowed
like,
to own put.
this person isn't allowed to have kids anymore. They just won't stop eating a Wiener Schnitzel, and we don't need to spread this curse.
Exactly.
And
They're not
also-
a responsible adult.
I don't eat Wiener Schnitzel that much. It's more of a treat when I've done something bad and I have to
The
punish
mo-
myself.
The moment you said that much, the moment you said that, you fucked up.
Because
Okay.
most people listening thought that it was closed everywhere.
Yeah,
Like no one knows that
You can
that
tell.
it's open.
You can tell
Well,
it's
yeah,
open.
there's people around the world like, what do you mean Wiener Schnitzel still exists? We buried it.
We must go.
And then it's like, I know what you did last summer. You ate at Wiener
Okay.
Schnitzel, you sick person.
What's a grosser place, fast food wise, Wiener Schnitzel or Jack in the Box?
Oh, see, Jack in the Box is only gross because it aspires to be more than it is.
Yeah.
It does it though.
Okay, look, I'm gonna just throw this out there. McDonald's doesn't fuck with like chow mein. Okay, they stay in their lane. McDonald's is like we do fart burgers.
Yeah.
We do stinky cheese.
Yeah.
If you're in another country to be fancy, we'll pull some fake truffles on there for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
But we're not gonna do Asian fusion.
No.
The clown is an Asian fusion shit right now.
No, McDonald's is the whitest.
Jack in the Box doesn't give a shit.
Jack in the Box takes all comers.
Jack in the Box is like we're world cuisine.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box's idea of like improving on their brand and on their restaurants is one time they put my burger in a box. and I was so blown away. I was just like, oh shit, ooh la la.
There's a Jack in the Box somewhere right now where the person like he's got like a big old bowl of like pasta, like raviolis, and he's just covering them with like cheddar cheese, and he's going to his companions like, is this anything? Is this
Yeah.
something that we can give to humans?
Can we do anything with this?
to put in their bodies for sustenance?
Put some lettuce on it. Let's go.
Jack in the Box's new like food items are literally what a person does when they run out of real food and they just try to make like a night of leftovers.
Yeah, Jack in the Box. Most Jack in the Box menu items start off the same way an episode of Chopped starts.
With an
It's
apology.
like, we have 3 ingredients you've heard of and one that we don't know what the fuck we were thinking with this
Yeah.
one. Good luck, my man. And then they just try to figure it out.
Go make miracles.
Yeah, I give you 4 ingredients and you made a miracle out of them.
Jack in the Box has their entire like color scheme to me.
They have a color scheme?
When I think
All fast food places have a color scheme that's red and yellow.
yeah, when I think about Jack in the Box, like the color that comes to mind is like that sewer water color that might have shit in it. Like
Brown?
that's what I think. Brown water. That's what I think of because that's like their entire decor.
That's so wild. Like, you know what's great is, Danielle, you immediately went to brown and I didn't. And part of me is like, what if Jeff had a Crayola crayon box that was like all the colors you've come to know?
Yes.
Purple, green, that color that
Sewer
looks
water.
like water with shit in it.
That color drinking
that's
water.
the color I paint on my desserts.
Pink.
Num.
I think that fast food restaurants should all rebrand and change their color scheme because dark colors don't work for me when I'm thinking about fast food.
Well,
So some bright in there. Like
the
that's why Arby's is looking better lately because they have a really stark white contrast to their red now.
Yeah.
And the white has been cleaned recently as unfortunately Jack in the Boxes
It's
was
kind
put
of a pale gray.
It's a pale gray at this
Yeah.
point. It's been sitting
Yeah.
in the sun for 82 years.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, for Kevin years.
Kevin is getting up there.
Yeah.
Poor Kevin.
So we're a Let's Play.
Oh, yeah.
We play video games and make comments about them and tell stories and such. And one of the things we like to do on this show is provide some of that sweet, gentle succor that you need in these trying times to raise your spirits and curl the edges of your mouth into a smile when otherwise you wouldn't want to. And Jeff, I believe that you had some good news.
I
Oh,
do have some
man.
good news. However, this good news, it's on a website called Good News Network, which I hope that's not a misleading name.
I can't wait until we have the same story.
We're not going to have the same story because I'm choosing a story that is from one of their partners.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Now-
Well,
dangerous.
What would be a
Branching
potential partner website to Good News Network?
Happy Times.
Happy Times Internet.
Happy Times Town.
What's that Barney song?
.net.
So all I see, on Good News Network, it's supposed to be uplifting stories. It's supposed to be stories that are going to make you smile, right?
Yeah.
You're about to spoil my story.
So I'm looking at from our partners. I have not yet clicked the story. All I see is the photo, and I see the
We don't know what we're getting into then. This could be, we could have to cut all of this.
I can see the photo, and I can see the title of the story. And I want to tell you the title first, and I want you to tell me what you think the good news is going to be before I get to it.
All right.
It's a picture of a bald eagle.
Oh.
Ooh, I
Right?
like
Okay.
it.
It's flying. It's carrying some sort of salmon.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Right.
good.
Okay.
And the title is Bald Eagles in America Found Doing Something for First Time in Decades. What is it that these
Wow.
bald eagles have
You
been
don't have
found
to be
doing?
that mean.
What have these bald eagles? What
They've
have
been
found?
working on themselves, okay?
What have they been found doing for the first time in decades?
My first guess is playing Hogan's Alley on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Is honestly my first thought.
My
It's
first
like,
thought is using a
these-
rotary phone.
Ooh, yeah. Or maybe just the one where, hello, operator.
Yeah, they're calling.
This
They're
is
calling.
They
Eagle.
called popcorn and got the time.
That is an uplifting story. Also, because I'm happy.
Popcorn works
I'm happy.
fine.
Yeah, I'm still happy. Popcorn's still around.
I know. Yay.
There was a time in the world where you could type in the word popcorn into your phone and then a robot would tell you what time it is where the robot was.
Yep. It was pretty great.
It was basically something the internet made obsolete. Now all those robots are on the street.
Yeah. Well, also, it's like I just like the idea that they tell you the time where they are. Like you call them and they're in a different time zone. They're like,
At the bell, the time will be fucking 8, I guess. Ding dong.
That's
this is gonna show up on your phone bill as a waste of
yeah,
time.
it does. It's like it does show up on a phone bill. It's an 800 number.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Wait, was it an 800 number?
No, you just typed in popcorn.
really.
Yeah, we
What-
can't do it anymore.
What a
No.
great system.
Right?
I know.
What
Beautiful.
I would trying to think of other things. I wish I could just dial a number and get a piece of information regarding.
That was a time when you would call 411.
Yeah.
And there was an expression like, "Hey, what's the 411?"
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
like, what information do you have on this topic?
Yeah.
Now, it means
it's-
nothing now.
Now it's like,
There's 311, but that's for like city stuff.
that 311 is like if you go into a taxi cab that's too disgusting and there's too much grape
So
jelly.
a taxi cab,
A
There's
basically.
too much
cab.
grape jelly on the ground, and you have to deal with that.
Ugh.
But the big thing now is like, if you don't know something, you don't say what's the 411. You just don't talk to another human being. You let Google find out the answer for you, and then you take that information, and
Correct.
then that's it. And then the Earth dies a little bit.
Oh, F it. I can't even read the article. It's going to make me listen to it.
Oh, wow. That's
wow.
how bad it is?
We're
They can't
never-
even write it down?
It took me to a website called took me to a website called The Daily Caller.
Sounds...
And the amount of ads that I'm now seeing.
I was going to say your phone has a virus
My
right
phone
now.
is a virus.
Oh no.
It's infecting me. And this website looks like I don't want to be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like good news, Jeff.
No.
No, that's not good news. I have to not go to their partner websites. I have to stick with the classic Good News Network.
They
Guys-
tricked you.
Well,
Yeah.
then I guess you forfeit your turn.
Yeah, I'll look for another one while Danielle
Oh,
brings
man.
up hers. So
All
Danielle,
right.
obviously I didn't steal yours now.
Yeah. So this one, I will let you. Okay, I'm gonna read you the headline, and I want you to guess why I would choose this story for this particular exercise.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I love that.
These quote Detroit mower gang unquote.
Wait, it's Detroit
volunteers-
what?
Mower.
Mower?
Like
mower.
lawnmower?
Like lawnmower.
Oh.
Okay.
Volunteers have been competing to maintain cities' old parks.
Could you repeat that one more time for me,
Yes.
please?
It's very poorly written.
Yeah. That's not good news.
Okay.
So wait. This Detroit mower gang has been competing to.
yes. Maintain the city's old parks.
I'm getting a sense of kind of like a Fast Five meets. I fixed up a lawnmower and now I'm trying to do public works for free.
I mean,
Gang,
like
is that?
Are they still
Yes.
mowing?
the people involved in this look exactly the way you think they do.
Okay.
And
Okay.
So one is Ludacris.
no, they're
one
all
is Vin
white.
Diesel.
They're
one is
all
Michelle
very white.
Rodriguez.
No.
Which one says it's about family?
They're all the King of the Hill characters.
Yes.
Okay.
Is one of them mow a lawn on top of the back of a fighter jet?
Then I would.
as they're driving through a building.
Like,
they,
what
they do a sick Tokyo drift in their lawnmower.
Oh,
and now
yeah.
they're mowing the back of a fighter jet.
That leaves really cool like mow marks too. You know.
What is Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Jason Statham in a spin-off Public
About
Works.
family.
Why did
about
they do that?
It's about family. We all know it's about family.
Yeah, it's about, you know what, drag racing and street racing, and also somehow a super powered, what's his name from,
Okay,
cut this part out.
This is a great bit we're doing.
But what
It's
a
not
waste.
flagging at all.
What a waste of a concept. Like Detroit mower gang. What a waste! They took that and they wasted it.
So you were worried, like when you saw Detroit Mower Gang, your first thought was, okay, really tough guys
Now
on
we're
lawnmowers
talking.
ready to start some stuff outside
Ready
the
to
7-Eleven.
mow your lawn, and by lawn I mean, I don't know, your dog or something.
Oh no, they're gonna take down my dog.
They're gonna
I
take
know
down your
these are
dog.
bad dudes.
Yeah, these are
Or,
real
or
bad
gals.
dudes.
I actually don't know who's involved.
Are
in
you
in
a bad enough dude to take down my dog?
I got this lawnmower.
All right, I have a story now that I can share. If once we're done, Danielle.
Very well, because for God's sake, I sure would like some good news.
And that's why I chose it.
Uber to launch new fleet of cars piloted by specially trained canine drivers.
God damn it.
You
God damn it, Jeff.
that cannot be
Jesus
real.
Christ, that can't
cannot
be
be
real.
What weird
What sort of
partner site-
Airbud-esque rules are in place? Like, there's no rule against letting
Yeah.
a dog
Right.
drive a car.
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it.
In a bid to attract even more customers. So this is from Good News Network.
This
And
can't be real.
yeah.
You're doing a
No.
joke now.
this
There's
is
no way.
By McKinley. Oh.
This is The Onion.
Wait.
Oh.
Never mind.
Was this The
Yeah.
Onion?
No, it's not The Onion, but the story was posted on April 1st.
Oh.
But it doesn't say that. It's not like flagged as an April Fool's one. It's just
Wow.
with their regular stories. That's misleading.
dirty.
That's bad news, good
Playing
news.
dirty.
Hold on, now I have to find something specific that's not something about a dog driving a car, which
Yeah.
was the best news I was going to
Yeah.
get all day.
Yeah, that was either gonna raise my spirits or incite a terrible fear within me from a dark dimension that I dare not name.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, well, I have another one. It's from March 9th.
Okay, what's
Okay,
that
good.
one? You sound really disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that honestly that there is not going to be an Uber driven
I
by
know.
a dog.
because that would make Uber way more popular.
Yeah, I would take Uber.
I would take Uber all the time.
If I knew a doggy would be in
Yeah.
there, sure.
Yeah, and also dogs can't give me any sort of sickness right now.
They can't.
Yeah, it's safer for a dog. It's safer for a dog to drive me to McDonald's to get a McGriddle in the morning.
Yes.
Than it is to eat the McGriddle I got there.
I like the experience of getting the McGriddle. And if a dog's involved, great.
Oh man,
It-
that's
it
like
is great.
Jokester, so you know this person is really cool.
That sounds like a very
Jokester.
important
Okay.
person. That sounds like an April Fool's story.
Yeah.
Okay, boomer.
This website, just so you know, I hate. It keeps doing this ad thing where it
Thank you, Taboola.
it makes some sort of border around the entire window of the website so that I can't read it.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's a trick.
Yeah, Jokester brother
okay.
brings llama
Okay.
in a
no.
tuxedo
Oh,
Okay.
God.
to his sister's wedding
All of this is bad.
to fulfill years-old sibling promise.
Oh my God! Everything about that is great.
So a couple things to take away from this.
Oh my God.
One, there's a wedding happening, and the brother brings a llama dressed in a tuxedo. The brother doesn't do this necessarily to be the jokester brother he is. He's fulfilling a
Yes.
promise.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the promise?
This was no prank. This was a if
It
you
wasn't so much a promise like, don't worry, Delilah. I'm imagining his sister's name is Delilah. We're gonna. Ever since Pa died in that tragic accident tending the llama fields, I promised that his spirit would live on in this little fuzzy alpaca ass
form
motherfucker.
of a llama.
And me and this fuzzy little bastard are gonna walk you down the aisle. Don't you even worry. It's not that kind of promise. It's more like a promise of, I promise you're gonna pay for this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I feel like it was like, you are so insufferable, you will never get married. And if you ever do get married,
I'm bringing a llama.
in a tuxedo.
I would love to tell you the name of the guy.
Oh, yes.
You're never
Chad.
gonna. No.
Bradley.
Fred
Mendel.
Mendel.
Mendel Weinstock.
Wow. What?
That sounds like a fake person.
It does. It really does.
Remember when Mendel Weinstock brought the
Brought
llama
a
to
llama
the
in a
wedding
tuxedo?
last year?
I'm sorry, you've just activated my super spy programming. I have to go and destroy an airplane.
That's Mad TV level of sketch writing right
It
there.
really is. It really is. I appreciate that.
His 21-year-old college student is going viral for bringing a particularly spiffy guest to his sister's wedding last week.
Spiffy.
Spiffy, eh?
His sister's name is Riva.
She
Mendel
gets
says
the-
that he facilitated the amusing prank as a means of fulfilling a 5-year-old promise to his sister. The two siblings had been on a road trip from Ohio to Indiana in 2015 when, for one
what a
reason or another,
trip. What
Mendel
a
joked
trip.
that he was going to bring a llama to Riva's wedding. That's not a promise. You made a
No.
joke and remembered a joke you
That's
made.
a ha
Yeah,
ha.
well, no, Jeff, you got to read that next sentence because maybe that's the part when she was like, "All right, fucker,
Yeah.
do it, coward."
Yeah.
Since Riva was just 21 years old at the time with no concrete plans for
they're
marriage.
both 21.
Yeah, they're both. Are they twins?
No, she was 21.
He's 21 now.
He now is 21.
Oh,
No, she
oh.
was 17 years old at the time. He's 21 now.
Oh, okay.
This was 5 years ago.
Okay.
21, 29,
So he
18,
was-
17, 16. So they were
So-
not, this was a family trip.
Yeah, so he was 16 and she was 17. They're in the back of the station wagon trying to play Game Boy on their way to Nevada.
Okay. Okay, worse. Not Nevada, Indiana. Worse.
I mean, they're driving to Nevada from
Yeah,
Indiana.
that makes sense.
You said
Yeah.
Ohio to Indiana.
Well, I mean, they went the long way.
This really isn't important. So get to the part that's buck wild, please.
At a time with no concrete plans for marriage, she rolled her eyes and said Mendel's llama would be invited to her wedding whenever it would be. So she dug her own hole.
So she said,
Sure.
She said, "Sure,
Yeah.
your llama, sure, your llama can
wedding.
come to the wedding. Sure, for sure."
and then she gets married at 21.
And she got married at 21.
She really, really
for her.
or
worked that
22.
one.
No, she's 22.
That was
if she found love, she found love.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
that's
was a
literally what's
swing
important.
and a miss.
After Riva got engaged in October, Mendel knew he had to make good on his promise. So
Oh,
he reached
did
out
he?
to a local
He
farm.
knew.
He had to.
He knew. There was a knock at the door, and they opened it, and Samuel Jackson was like, "It's time."
Yeah.
Who remembers that conversation from a road trip in their teens when they said, "Yeah, go ahead, bring a llama"? Did
No
he
one.
write it down somewhere?
No,
Right?
I'll tell you who remembered. He walked out. He walked out of his house, right?
Right.
And he was taking the trash out, and then he felt a poke in his ankle,
Okay.
Okay, ankle
and then
poke,
he
sure.
blacked out, right?
Right.
And then he woke up.
Scorpion.
No. And then he woke up,
I've been on this level of Animal Crossing. Scorpion.
Daniel knows.
and then he woke up in a black space, a deserted warehouse where there was a light hanging overhead,
It was a
and
scorpion,
there was
though.
a TV in front of him, and it popped on, and it was like, "Hello, Mendel.
Do you want to play a game?
Promise to bring a llama to your sister's wedding. Would you like to play a llama-based game?
And then he had to play Fortnite and cut off his own hands.
Oh my God! Do you know that's probably what happened? Actually,
Yeah.
maybe not the whole thing, but
Most of it.
1,000%. He's probably a Fortnite.
1,000% it was Jigsaw.
1,000%. This guy Mendel plays Fortnite. So llamas.
Dude.
He's 21.
Oh, yes.
He plays
oh,
Fortnite,
yes.
so llamas are part of his daily routine.
Llamas are
Llamas
prizes.
are a huge part of his life.
Yeah, so he never let the thought of a llama. Like I think of a llama,
You
and
can't
then
help but remember
yeah,
it.
constantly. It's a constant reminder.
Just llamas dangling in front of my face all day.
All day, every day,
Dangling
llamas.
the llamas.
How can't you remember that promise you made on the way to Ohio, the long way through Nevada?
I'll tell you who remembered Jigsaw
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
he was laying in
He
his
was taking
deathbed.
notes.
He heard you were wasting this opportunity, and he's like, "Well, I ain't having that."
Right? We need to get Jigsaw on the case with this lawnmower gang thing. Like Jigsaw rides it on a, like the
His name is Jigsaw.
like
He travels. He travels from town to town, solving their problems with an elaborate death trap, hoping his next leap will be the one that takes him home.
Ow! I'd say this whole thing was less of a promise and more of a threat to his sister that
Yeah,
he fulfilled.
agree.
If you cross me,
Yeah, don't even.
don't you dare for a second think that I'll forget this transgression.
Yes, never doubt me.
Every day since 2015, I have promised her I would bring a llama. I fulfilled that promise.
Every day.
And then he dissipated like at the end of Endgame after he brought the
He just
llama.
faded away.
it's like
They were like, what'd you do, Cap? I lived.
Shocky
Now
became-
you're Captain
Into the
America. Here's the llama. You have to return him to the farm by sundown, or it's an extra $30.
here's the lawnmower ride.
It's about family, Dom.
Okay, so here's a question for you. So the llama gag went over well because apparently this family
Did
is
it?
like
Did it really?
It did,
Who
yeah.
said that?
Oh,
It
because
did,
a
like-
llama
Did it
in
go
a
over well?
tuxedo.
This is great, or did it go over like, well?
no,
this
it went over
great?
well. Like everyone was taking photos, and it was a memorable wedding because there was a llama.
Who sees a llama in a tuxedo and is like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
There's like
This
two-
is-
Probably me, because a llama can throw a kick that can take down a cheetah or whatever is their natural predator.
The story says
Definitely
specifically this llama named Shocky was very
Shucky?
well behaved, and also I will say
Chucky, like Chucky with
no,
an
no,
S?
Shocky,
Shocky.
Shocky the
Oh, 'cause
llama.
he was
like what you
shocking.
do to the monkey.
Yeah, you have Shocky.
Yeah, like what
Or
you
the
did to
llama.
the entire wedding party.
Shock the llama?
Party?
Shock the llama.
Party.
Um,
Shock the llama.
so I would take my picture with a llama wearing a
Yeah.
tuxedo.
I mean, I would too, of
Yeah.
course, obviously. That goes without saying.
That's just like, that is a thing that is impossible for that to go over badly.
Yeah. Well, I'm just assuming that. I mean, the llama probably wanted to bring some of its own guests, so I'm assuming that the wedding parties also had a spot for llamas.
Was the llama the +1?
The llama
Yes.
with the +1.
That sucks.
Um,
I really hate that.
So my question to you: so it all went off without a hitch. Llama was the hit of the party.
I would hope so.
Riva, however, says that she plans on getting him back during his graduation ceremony from the University of Akron.
Haha, joke's on you.
So
Good evening. I see you've retained my services once again. Hi there, Jigsaw again.
I'm
I
very
used the
popular
llama
this
the
year.
first time. What's it gonna be? University of Akron? You know what that means? Creamed corn.
Oh, the creamiest.
what would she? How do you think? What would be an appropriate way for her to like respond at his university thing? Because he's obviously quite a jokester, as we know.
Indeed, a
He's a
prankster.
laugh a minute, this guy.
He's a laughing
Yeah.
minute, and so you can't do something that he's going to like too much.
No.
You know the thing about Mendel, and I've always said it, you never know he's going to bring a farm animal.
That's true.
You know what? And I'm rethinking this. Actually, I think what he did was the most devious, underhanded, just like seriously stab in the back, because his sister is the bride
Right.
who
It's-
gets upstaged by a goddamn llama
By
at
a
her
llama.
own wedding.
But let's be completely honest, though. Any situation where you add a llama, you're gonna get upstaged by that llama.
Yeah.
All right. I got it. Here's what they're gonna do. Here's what she's gonna do. Right. She's gonna say, hey, listen, we're gonna have a nice weekend before you graduate. It's gonna be really great. I have this little cabin up in the woods.
Oh yeah.
All expenses paid. We're gonna chill, have snack foods. It's gonna be wonderful.
That
They're
always
gonna say
goes
have
good.
sex. That's gonna be weird.
Yes.
No. It's
Sex
just,
food.
well, I mean, they're gonna bring their significant others. I mean, she's married. She's gonna bring her husband.
Right. He's still with the llama.
Yeah, she's
still
gonna
with
bring
the
her
llama.
husband or wife. He's gonna bring like his whoever he has, his boyfriend and girlfriend. They're gonna all go up, have a really nice time. It's gonna be really chill, and then. When they get there, they're going to be looking at this cabin, and they realize that no one's been here in a while. And then they're going to find a tape recorder.
Oh my.
And they're going to turn on the tape recorder, and it's going to say, listen, I found this weird book in the basement, and I'm gonna read the translation I did. And it turns out it was the Necronomicon.
Okay, well-
And then it's going to awaken something dark in the woods, and it's going to run at their door many times, and then she's going to get possessed and put inside the basement. And then there's going to be a llama
Sure.
on the wall. This became Evil Dead 2.
You know what? I stopped being scared by this scenario
It started getting real.
the minute you said that
Oh,
a
God.
21-year-old saw a tape recorder and knew what
What
to
it
do.
All right.
This seems fake.
I think JoJo's trying to pull one over on us.
This is too contrived.
Yeah, 21-year-olds. It's not an MP3.
They look at the tape player and they're just like, where does Fortnite come up? How do I TikTok with this?
I wish I understood TikTok. I tried to make a TikTok the other day
It's just fine.
while I was in the bath. I never made a Vine either. TikTok is very complicated to me. It's like Discord. TikTok and Discord are the two things that are outside of like my realm of understanding as an old person now.
Yeah, you are old.
Yeah. And I was trying to do a TikTok, and TikTok is very strange because like you have to like you can make cuts to your video beforehand and like splice them together with images, but like it also gives you the option to like use music in the app to like to sync to it.
Yeah.
But then it changes the tempo of the footage.
Grandpa Jeff.
It's
in
so-
the
It is
back.
my favorite version of Jeff, and if you want to buy Grandpa Jeff, he's going to be available at every KB Toys and Toys R Us that still exists.
And
There's
I-
not many left at
The
this point.
collector's edition
You
comes
probably
with a
order it
tux.
from like FAO Schwartz or maybe Amazon.
I don't even know how. And also, like with Discord, like, is it just why is it different than regular chat? Because you could share a screen, ineffectively,
really.
depending on who you are.
It's not different than regular chat.
Is it really? Because
Every game had its own discrete chat service, and Discord was like, man, fuck all this
Yeah,
noise.
like let's have universal talk.
yeah.
I realized that I'm not good in chat.
But you grew up in chat.
I know
What are you
that's the
talking
weird
about?
thing.
What
You
do you mean
think
you're
I'd
not
be
good? What do you mean you're not good
You don't
in
give
chat?
good chat?
Okay, I went and joined. I told JoJo this. I went and joined a Discord Steven Universe chat.
Let's not even get into this story because it's so fucking weird.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna get into it, but I tried to because I thought I'd be able to just jump in and be like, hey guys, so what's your favorite
Hello,
Steven Universe?
children.
No, it's definitely just it's nothing but children and young adults, and it's probably older adults, just putting
Just
up gifts.
secretly pretending to be children.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, obviously I tough a tough time with math homework, and that's why I love the crystals or whatever. Shit.
The moment that somebody, no one never post a photo of your real self on Discord because you're about to ruin or make someone's day, and you don't want to do either of those
Yeah.
things. We tried to use Discord last night to do Jackpot.
Yeah, our friend of ours wanted to play Jackbox in this broken age safely, and we watched for 45 minutes as they failed to use Jackbox and failed to use Discord appropriately.
Guys-
And there came a point when they tried to put it on Twitch, and I got to be
I
honest.
don't know
like,
why he tried to do
oh my
that.
god,
to
I was
begin
just
with.
like F's in the chat, my dude. This is not going to work out for you.
If you're ever curious or worried that you might not have an applicable skill in this broken age and you're a content creator, feel better knowing that there are some people who can't get screen share to
Yeah,
work.
when you want to watch someone
Yeah. Yeah.
like a normie attempt to use fucking Twitch, it's really surprising.
It's probably pretty entertaining. I'm sad I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if you want to use Twitch, first of all, you have to email Ninja.
Yes.
You have to get his blessing.
Yeah, because he left and now he's
There was definitely a void created, a
Yeah.
void that was
Yeah.
only being filled by the souls of the damned.
he's the gatekeeper now.
So, who's the new Twitch godfather?
Asmongold.
Who?
So,
You see, this is how
Cerberus?
niche it is. Asmongold, he's like the biggest World of Warcraft streamer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't watch World of Warcraft.
Okay, well,
I'm more of a local guy. I'm not about the macro.
I'm more about the town of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I'm like
Warcraft, Indiana.
yeah,
local
exactly.
municipality
Where people are
of
real.
Warcraft.
Yeah. Public Works of Warcraft.
Why does that guy have a watering can?
He's a gardenman.
There's a lot of plants in this place, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
very
it's
nice.
very natural aesthetic.
Yeah,
everyone
I'm
at
into it.
10 Mile Radius can hear you. Humph, this is going to be rude. I'm going to leave. So she's bad. She's a bad gal.
You can tell because she's so sexy.
I can tell she's sassy. I'll fly the coop too. Bye. Are we fighting Mr. Toucan or?
I don't think
Nope,
he wants
nope,
to. Uh-oh.
nope.
Oh, he fell
No.
down. He's like a
Oh.
cowboy.
He
I like-
is.
I
He
like
really
him.
because he sits on people, right? That's
he-
his thing.
And he
No, he
pecks at
pecks
them.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboy does that. Cowboy loves to peck.
Yeah, he does. Yep. Yep.
What's your opinion of pecking?
Pecking?
Yeah, is pecking a sexual act?
No.
Definitely.
no,
Are you
no,
sure?
no, no.
Yes.
Hold on.
If you do it right, it is.
If I give someone a peck on the cheek, it's not sexual. I'm just trying to make sure there's no errant sunflower seeds there because I could definitely use that tasty salty boy in my tum
It's a
tum.
little seed here and there, you know.
Yeah, that's what birds do. They're
That's all
not
I'm
kissing
looking
you. They're
for.
trying to fill up on seeds. They're
Exactly.
getting hopped up on that seed energy.
Birds
Well-
don't care about you.
So I have a couple things to share with you.
Oh no!
Wow, that was
Bad
fast.
news.
So all I did, I typed in pecking sexual.
Oh no! Oh no! This doesn't sound like good. Have we ended the segment good news with a bang?
I think we extinguished all the llama that we had in it.
Oh no!
It's
That's a-
Winamp that really kicks the llama's ass.
I know. We Winamped this entire segment
And I can't
of our
even think.
show.
I can't even think of some good wordplay with llama,
Yeah.
mama,
Mama?
Banana,
No.
banama.
banana.
Banama, yes.
Oh, I got it. The phenomena.
Yeah,
Yeah.
banama
Do-
llama.
Do 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 do
Banana llama.
do do do. Melamina.
Mama
So-
llama.
So there's pecked.
Okay.
This is Urban Dictionary, so you know it's good.
Oh,
Oh,
good,
no.
good. Yes.
Oh, no.
My favorite place. Yes.
To
We've entered the dark dimension.
to be pecked.
oh yeah.
Oh no.
To
Tell
be
me.
stuck in it.
Are you doing a poem right now?
Yeah.
I know. I like it.
Jeff Brown, age 12.
To be
Creative writing class.
Put down a beat.
Pecked. To be stuck in an inconvenient and embarrassing relationship from which one receives sexual favors in return for manual tasks such as chores or yard work.
Wow, that's what they call it?
It's kind of like cucked, I guess. Maybe, but not really.
I thought that was just exploitation.
Usually characterized by an affair with a neighbor or close friend, but not to be confused with the term friends with benefits. The difference being that the pecked individual would not normally wish to have intercourse with the receiver of labor, however, does so out of desperation.
Oh.
What?
Okay, I get it. So like,
I'm lost. You lost me.
No. So it's sort of like, hey, I don't want to have to fix my sink. I'll let you in me for a little bit if you fix the sink for me.
So exploitation.
Yeah, well, kind of. It's more like bartering.
Yeah. Like in the olden days, Danielle.
Sure, of course, right. When you just yes. Mm-hmm.
The only currency I have is this ankle that everyone wants to see.
Ew,
Oh, peck
that was
it.
gross, Jeff.
Peck it.
So, wood pecking is the act of kissing your partner multiple times on the cheek.
Oh, there's also that. I mean, that's not fun though. That's not
stupid.
funny. That doesn't work for.
I do that.
That doesn't work for the acerbic brand of Howard Stern-esque comedy that our show is known for.
Damn
so
right.
I'm actually embarrassed that you said that, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was way too nice and fluffy and
Yeah, you fool.
Well,
I got
no one's
my-
getting wood pecked tonight, apparently.
Whoa!
Jeez 'em.
Whoa! How am I gonna do all these dishes?
Oh, that's pecking. Jeez 'em.
wow, keep it together, Joe.
I'll try my
Keep
best.
up.
I wonder what other sexual numbers exist.
You know, I probably didn't learn about 69 until grad school.
Really?
I didn't think that people had sex.
Period. Stop.
Until
Full
grad
stop.
school.
I was like, where do all these things come from?
Like,
As you point to
seriously?
children.
I had friends and they would talk about sex and I would be horrified. Like, you have sex?
Yeah.
And what?
You went to Arby's and had sex?
Same
and they were
level
like,
of shock.
I think Danielle's a nerd. And we need to watch out for her revenge because I've heard that that's pretty bad. But I think Danielle might be a nerd or some kind of undercover 21 Jump Street sex situation.
She was basically Drew Barrymore before Drew Barrymore was Drew Barrymore and never been kissed.
Yeah.
So, what the F? Oh, I'm looking. 9gag, you're not that clever.
What's
9gag is never that clever.
9gag is like the death knell of humor on the internet because it just is like a
Correct.
bunch of like reused memes and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it says there's 9 numbers that are even sexier than 69.
What
Oh,
are the numbers?
sexier.
All right.
Go on.
Well, first of all,
This already sounds like something that I didn't know.
Is it
Yeah.
6699?
What's the just
The
don't
first
even
one.
don't explain it.
Okay.
Just give me the number.
21.
Oh, because that's the age.
No, it's not.
Oh,
So I
18 is the
will
age.
show you after we're done with the episode, so
Very-
you will see.
very well.
Because it's not going to be easy. I just want you to use your imaginations for this
What
bit.
possible move is a 21?
That just
You'll
seems
see.
like missionary.
You'll see.
Yeah,
57.
57. Oh my God.
that sounds threatening. actually.
Whoa.
Something about the
Whoa.
7 seems like, ooh, that
Yeah.
sounds like sticky.
That's like, you know what? I had vanilla sex my whole life,
But
and now
then I gave my girlfriend a 57.
Oh.
I'm on the dark web looking for someone to 57 right now. the,
Oh,
the
God.
Craigslist misconnections for that person I had 57 in the dark alley last week.
Oh my God. What?
wild.
57.
17. You keep doing that.
What?
You keep hitting the menu.
It's an accident.
17.
So 7 seems to be
7's a number because it's kind of like, and you'll see once I show you at some point.
is
So-
that like the
Now-
ween?
now there's a
upside
type-
down ween?
There's a type of sex associated with each type, and I can tell you that after we get through the numbers as well.
Okay.
So 17.
Okay.
And actually it says, okay, so 21.
Sure.
It's not just the drinking age.
sure.
That's the caption that
Of
goes
course
with it.
it's not.
57. Tried and true.
Tried and true, you
What?
say?
Yeah.
As
17.
in this is one that we've done before.
17. Not for everyone.
Okay.
All right.
17 is very aggressive.
This is 41.
41.
41. Is that
Jeff
where
is
you
just
just
laughing at different numbers now.
is that where you just like watch each other and touch each other from a distance?
That's where you stand 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
Um,
and then
It's a
you
social distancing move.
Yes.
Simple and gets the job done is the caption
See?
that goes with
See?
that
What
one.
in
Told ya.
God's name is happening in my
Told
life?
But you thought 41 was wild. Get ready for 42.
You die.
Come on.
Every guy's favorite number.
Heck yeah, it is.
42?
Yeah. 60.
Well, all right.
Every girl's favorite number.
Oh, okay, I get that.
I don't. What are you talking about?
That's got to be cunnilingus, right?
Maybe.
83.
80.
I don't
oh
know
my
about-
God, they're just.
How adventurous are you?
The 83.
The 83.
I'm mad at this. This person is making stuff up, and I.
The 888.
That's the boob.
That's yeah.
That's not the boob.
Oh, it's
We're not
not.
suggesting everyone try an 888.
Oh,
888.
I heard the 8s at the
Threesome?
start and the end, and I was like, that's got to be the boob number.
No,
I'm not going to do the last one because it's just a fake one.
a threesome
okay.
with triplets.
So do you want to know what the actual thing is for these?
I
Yeah.
kind of do, but also I kind of don't. I kind of want to leave it up to God.
Okay. Guys, use your own imaginations.
Yeah, just give us a hint, maybe.
I will let you choose one.
What's the 41?
Hand job.
How is that a 41?
So
Is that like a reach around?
it's very much where the way you're positioned. So
Someone just shook the screen door. It's postman.
It's a postman. Postman's here to deliver Danielle's dirt. Yeah, it's the way you're positioned. So basically, imagine the crook of the 4 is your arm going back, getting ready to slam forward and start giving that giving that one quite the business.
That doesn't sound real.
Imagine the scene from Temple of Doom where he reels back his arm to grasp the heart inside the chest.
That's what I like to do whenever it's about time to have some non-hands free film with my lovers. The first thing I'm like is Kalima.
Get ready. You know when they do the palm to the nose to break the nose move in a lot of
yeah.
karate things? It's like that, but going towards the dong.
That doesn't sound fun.
I think
What'd you
this
get,
is-
Danielle?
I think this is my Raspberry Pi.
Oh, Danielle bought a Raspberry Pi.
You bought a Raspberry Pi?
Yeah.
Nice. I have a bunch of those. You can make those into retro game consoles.
What? You didn't ask him.
I have one just sitting on like my computer table, just sitting there.
I'm
There might
turning
be
it
one-
into a
there
spy
might-
cam.
There
Oh
might
my
be one
God.
in a box over here, actually.
Oh my God.
Danielle's trying to become quite the hacker.
Oh, you're trying to create an internet of things in your home.
Yeah.
Can you make a thing that detects if there's farts inside of the bathroom? That's a cool one.
Working on it.
It's called When Joe Enters the Room.
Yes.
They packed this
the
in
McGriddle effect.
several trash bags.
I just imagine the McGriddle effect as being the reason that like one of those disaster movies happens. It's like the movie 2012 or like The Core, and they're trying to explain like why the Earth is no longer rotating the way it should.
And then it just shows me eating a McGriddle. It's delicious.
Joe broke it.
And
Joe
it's got
broke
some
the
sort of
world.
handsome scientist man and some sort of symposium with not enough people watching his
Heck
PowerPoint.
yes.
It's Joe.
Heck
It's
yes.
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, hey, look at her.
I
She
know.
is bigger in
Oh.
person.
Yeah, this is the boss fight.
What number
is-
is that?
What is her face?
It's a cloud bird.
Oh, it's a bird sitting on boobs?
It's
Oh no, he took Bowser.
Bowser's your heavy hitter.
I know.
Oh, the heavy hitter's got to have a one-on-one.
Oh yeah. Got you
Oh.
all. Oh dang! And Bowser has no means to heal himself aside from items.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, this bird. I thought we already beat this bird. Oh, multi-strike. That's not good.
Oh,
yeah, that's
oh,
really
that's the
bad.
woodpecker.
You just got woodpecked.
You did.
that almost killed me completely.
You.
I don't.
That's
I
that
don't
rough
know that I'm
love.
going to be able to do this. I think I'm.
When'd you save last?
Well, I actually don't know what happens if Bowser loses here.
Were any of those numbers S&M related?
No.
Really?
Game over, Joe.
Game over. Are you?
Ah, yeah.
You gotta be booting me.
You got booted.
God, that sucks.
Guess what
So-
time it is?
I don't know what that is.
That's
Oh,
looks
we're
like
gonna
a brush.
Do more Danielle hair bleaching.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
That's what that is.
No, none of the numbers I said were S&M. All of them were standard sexual acts.
I don't know how I would call them standard.
Well, one of them involves multiple people. So
Sure, hell yeah.
With
it
the
does.
888? Was it
the,
that one?
the 888
Hell yeah, nailed it.
is an orgy.
Got it.
You don't need
Why?
to do that.
What was the dance though? That was the part that was
Yeah.
shocking.
Every time you say orgy, Danielle is turned into some sort of there she goes again.
One of those dancing cactuses.
Yeah. It's like she's like that Ibo, it's like the robot dog that moves around, but when you say orgy, she starts moving. Remember when robot I feel like all the technology that tried to make way like 10 or 15 years ago but never found footing just came too soon.
Like-
Because a robot dog in
Oh,
this
yeah.
current broken age would be a boon.
Oh my God, everyone. You would never,
Yeah.
it would be sold out everywhere.
Everybody would want a robot dog.
Yes.
I want one right now.
Yes. Everyone in their desperate loneliness.
Yeah.
Their need for companionship.
And also for some sort of robot friend like the
Yes.
Jetsons.
And for some kind of friend that, doesn't have poop.
Yeah, exactly. A dog that
Poopless
doesn't
friend.
poop.
Yes.
Have
exactly.
you? Oh, you killed him. Do you have to kill him?
Finally.
Do you have to kill him later because you just murdered him?
You don't
do.
even have to take the stupid dog on a walk.
No, you don't.
It's just happy that you're there.
If the dog could take itself on a walk, I programmed its GPS that it should go around the block once it comes back.
It comes right back.
Oh my god, a robot dog would be
Robot
really
dog
good.
sounds great. The more you say it, the more I like it.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
sounded unconvincing as
No,
hell.
no.
co-
That's true.
cover
No,
it with some
not
fur.
Dang it.
Just put some fur on it somehow. And
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
Oh no, you fell through.
Oh, bye.
You keep falling.
That's scary.
You're fine now.
I'm going to make a save point right here because I don't want to have to deal with...
You landed on some kind of cloud cutting board?
Yeah.
I did. Yes, Daniel.
Some clouding board. Yes.
Clouding board.
Well, you've got 12 minutes to beat the lady.
I do. This whole area
Lady
took a lot
Bird.
longer than I thought it would.
Whee! What?
Why was I fall through?
Have there ever been any? Not to continue back on this. I'm just
No.
curious. I had a
Oh, no,
question
bring
if you
it.
guys knew.
Bring
Is there been a fast food restaurant that's completely closed, like a chain that's closed down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't know that I've ever encountered one of those in my life. Have you?
Like I can't think of any fast food restaurant that is no longer in service.
Yeah, what fast food restaurant has made so many mistakes that it can't be forgiven?
There
What-
used to be one in Fresno that I've never seen anywhere else.
I'm talking about like big franchise one though.
It was a franchise.
What was it?
Yeah, if it's a franchise, name it, Danielle.
All I remember is that it was like the logo was like two guys with who looked like they were flying.
That
like
was a
they
sex store, Danielle.
They had pilot gear on, old fashioned piloty gear like Amelia Earhart.
Okay.
And it was
Did it serve crabs?
it served boiling hot crabs, and they had a drive through on each side.
Ooh,
Way
wow.
back before that was the thing.
That is
Way before.
aspirational.
Yeah, and boy howdy.
There's a lot of fast food restaurants that I think should have closed. Okay, there is one that's not all the way closed, but is not as present, and that's A&W.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say I haven't seen A&W.
There's an
in quite a
A&W
while.
in Lodi still. It's the first A&W
Ever?
ever.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the prime A&W.
That
It's the
explains why it
alpha,
didn't survive.
the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end
Anything
of
that
A&Ws.
comes from Lodi must die. It's in the name.
Let's see, A&W, Del Taco. That one's still around. I never went to that a whole lot until recently.
Yeah, we go to Del Taco all the time now.
Yeah, a whole lot.
That's where I get my soda.
I don't know.
Because it tastes a little bit like cinnamon. I shit you not. I shit you not.
That's just because they have some of the excess churro meat that goes into it.
Delicious.
Exactly.
Delicious.
It's
delicious
just like
churro meat.
there's just churro like in the atmosphere there.
Well, they don't have a place to store the
I
churro, so
can
it goes where all the
feel it.
ice is.
Churro in the air tonight.
I had a weird sort of
Oh.
disappointment that happened this past week, and it's a very privileged type of disappointment, but I want to know if anyone else has experienced it.
Ha!
And it gives you a definite... Her boobs wiggled when you hit
I
her.
know. I was trying
I've
to kill her.
Experienced every form of disappointment. Bring it.
Have you ever...
I was one number off from the lottery. Do your fucking worst,
What
coward.
do you got for me?
I ordered some food from a local restaurant that is kind of like our go-to for just like we want like a sandwich and a salad or something.
Oh yeah,
Is
but
it
we're not
ink?
supposed
It's
to name
ink.
it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not name it? Screw
Because
them.
their
I was going to
manager's
name
bad.
it. No, I was going to name it. I was just giving you the preface
Well,
beforehand.
but Holly said no eat it ink.
Oh.
The ink is bad.
Okay. Well, yeah.
The
Well,
owner of
And we
Ink
do it
is
anyway.
is a rude bastard.
I ordered from Ink, and I got this chicken sandwich that I like because it's like a barbecued bacon chicken sandwich, right?
Mhm.
Tastes good. They changed the barbecue sauce.
Oh,
it was
no.
It was no longer Casey Masterpiece.
It was no longer Stubbs. It was no longer whatever sauce
Was
they
it
took
Paul
out
Newman?
the Stubbs finger licking good sauce.
So I
Not
ordered
cool.
this meal with the expectation of something that I've experienced before. And I got it, and unbeknownst to me, that they
No.
changed a crucial ingredient to something that was not the same flavor, and I did not
Okay,
like as much.
But just riddle me this.
yeah.
Is it possible that in this time of difficulty and scarcity
Uh-huh.
that they had no barbecue sauce and so they improvised with ketchup and vinegar and then they
Are
gave
you saying
it
it
to
was
you?
Arby's sauce that they put on there?
I'm saying
Oh
that
my
they stole
God,
the
it's
secret
all
recipe,
coming together.
right?
I'm
it
just
was
saying
delivered
that
by a llama in a suit.
it was just this weird disappointment that I haven't really felt before. I was just like, oh.
It was this new pain that I had never experienced.
I mean, I know that there are people suffering in the world. Sure,
Well,
whatever.
who cares about them?
But have you ever ordered a chicken sandwich and they changed the type of barbecue sauce to where it's less sweet and more vinegary and didn't expect it?
Dude, it's ketchup with vinegar.
It may have been.
It was.
It may have been.
1,000
thank God.
million trillion percent it was.
It hit me in a way that I was just like this.
So the real disappointment is not that it tasted bad, which
But
it
it
did,
just wasn't what you thought it was.
but it was that they would serve it to you.
I still ate it all, and I wish that they would have known me well enough to know that they should have sent somebody ahead of time as I'm ordering to be like, hey, just FYI, there's been a slight change.
Listen, there's something. We have something. We have bad news. We have something terrible to tell you. Something awful has happened.
you really should sit down.
Yeah.
Really
I am sitting
put
down.
down the VR. Put
Yeah.
it down.
Okay. Oh, sitting in real life, not VR. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
think we take you for a chump. we take you
we
for a chump.
believe you, chump,
Yeah.
and we're going to
Yeah.
take action as
We
such.
say, Jeff Chump, eat this. Chump.
I did eat it though.
I know.
You chumped it up.
They
but-
took you for a chump, and you were.
The question is, am I going to order at some point again, thinking
Yes.
maybe they've changed their ways?
Yes, you will.
No, we've got a new place we order from now.
Yeah, we
Mendocino Farms,
do.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
It's pretty
It's a
good.
food place.
It's just a
Yeah.
food place.
Okay, well that was a good story.
Yeah, so,
I just was wondering if anybody could also empathize with my pain.
No.
well, I can because, in the not so distant past, there was a moment when Diet Pepsi
Was better than Diet Coke.
was better than Diet Coke.
Oh God,
It
this story
was-
again, Grandma, please.
And you know what? Then one day, out of nowhere, they go and they change the formula, and suddenly Diet Pepsi is like drinking Drano, and I
wow.
have to go to Diet Coke.
Shots
and now
fired. Danielle-
I'm supporting Coca-Cola.
There's eras of Danielle that exist.
And one of them's. I remember when I was a kid. One soda that my family. I don't know why they did this, but like they would very rarely buy like actual Coca-Cola, but they would always buy soda,
Yeah.
which wasn't cheaper. They would just buy soda a lot, and one of the sodas they got was a diet caffeine-free Pepsi.
That's what we used to get.
There is no more whack soda than diet caffeine-free Pepsi. I'm sorry. It tastes foul. It is foul.
Which I don't understand. Why does taking the caffeine away make it taste different? Caffeine doesn't have a taste.
Yeah, it really shouldn't do anything, but
No.
it does.
I don't understand what does the caffeine do chemically?
But it tastes so bad. I just
They're dead again.
These fucking guys.
I mean,
This is a tough boss fight.
yeah. You should just reload your save point.
That's a good point.
Now you meant to go there. Great.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Learning.
Let's try this again, because fuck.
Yeah, I used to be okay being on the Pepsi train, and then now I drink Pepsi and I'm just like, too sweet.
Too sweet?
Yeah,
Too
I
sweet.
know.
You don't want to have a Pepsi with the world anymore?
No.
It's too sweet.
You know
No.
what? Pepsi is.
Togetherness is too much for you,
It really
Jeffrey.
is. Can't.
I will still drink a wild cherry Pepsi simply because it brings me back to my high school
That
days.
pairs the best with pizza.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild cherry Pepsi is the best to pair with pizza.
It turns
By
my
far.
stomach inside out now, but yeah.
Yeah, you ever drink? Yeah, I drink a wild cherry Pepsi, and I think it's a really good thing that this is going in my body because this would stain my skin permanently, like I was handling beets, and then people will know the dark things that I've done.
I'm glad that no one can see what my stomach looks like because
Exactly.
it is a horror show.
It looks a lot like wild cherry Max Pepsi. And it doesn't look good.
You ever a toilet you don't clean for a long time and then you pour some Pepsi in the bowl? It looks like that.
You ever put a coin in Pepsi and then it cleans off all the stuff on the coin and then it melts the coin and you get to see the coin skeleton?
Well,
That's what I do.
Whenever I try and eat coins, I always make sure to clean them first in Pepsi because I want to make sure.
That's what raccoons do in order to make the food easier for them to eat. They're very cleanly creatures.
That's how they survived
Yeah.
so
It is.
long.
You gotta-
They dip the food they find in rivers of Pepsi Max.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when it comes out, it's actually like partially digested. And so when they bite into it, their tummy doesn't have to do much of the work.
Yeah, they
they're
don't have
smart.
to use as many calories to digest.
Oh,
so
that's
they,
true. But they're
they
using
live
calories
longer.
to clean it, though.
They are.
The calories are getting burned off someplace. Raccoons are real smart. I don't think we give them enough credit.
I give them credit.
No, Danielle, you don't.
You give them food, which is why they keep coming around.
You've been a vocal critic of raccoons in the entire the whole time I've known you.
I have been a critic
You've
of
been
raccoons.
a critic of raccoons.
I've been a critic of a raccoon
a raccoon
named
was
Tom Nook.
before. Yes.
That's true.
Well, he's a tanuki. He's not a raccoon.
Yeah, Shimano.
Yeah, we were crossing the street. We were walking down the street one day, and a raccoon was walking toward us, and Daniel was just like, "Let's cross." And I was like, "God, Danielle,
Why
giving
you gotta be
raccoons
like
the
this?
business? Why?"
And you know what? It's because I don't trust them.
Oh, wow,
They're sneaky.
Danielle, why do you
see
think?
their little hands?
I do.
Sneaky.
Why isn't there some sort of like, what's the type of film you would call Ocean's 11 a heist film?
A heist
Yeah.
film,
Why
yeah.
isn't there a raccoon-themed heist film?
Dude, seriously.
They're just biting the style of the phantasmic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, like
Megorium and his mystical penguin emporium.
Pixar should be all over that. Raccoon heist?
Yeah, maybe it's on the nose. Maybe raccoons are tired of being.
Because raccoons look like little
They look
prickly.
Yeah,
bandits.
maybe it's it's not as clever as we think. And maybe raccoons are tired of it.
Do you ever think there's a raccoon out there who
Yes.
is he one day looks in the mirror and he goes, "I'm gonna shave. This is the day. I'm gonna shave it. I'm gonna shave it off. People have only seen me one way." And then he does that and he goes out to the living room where his kids and his partner are, and they're like, "Hey, I shaved. How's it look?" And they're like, "Oh my God, who are you?
Joe,
I'm not gonna talk to you till that grows back."
you're telling
Because
this
they shaved off their little bandit eyes.
You're telling this story like we don't know it.
Okay, well,
Like
Yeah.
we don't
Me
know
there.
that that's how possums got made.
I, every possum. Yes. Okay. You're right. Every possum is a raccoon who decided one
Yes.
day maybe I could do without facial hair.
Yes, exactly.
Makes
And-
perfect sense.
And look what
Entirely
happened to
straight.
them. They're so anxious all the time. There was a distinct confidence that came with that little raccoon look.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. I agree with that.
And now possums, they're just carrying babies on their back and running away from me when I want to pet them.
Yeah. Yeah. Or then, rolling over and playing possum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what? Possums, have you tried playing something else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try playing coyote.
Yeah. Or guess what? Learn a skill. Learn to play the guitar.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
How
Learn a
about you-
trade.
How about you learn a day trade? Huh? You can pretend to be dead. Why don't you pretend to have confidence in your placement within the market? How
Yeah.
about that, you coward?
How about you
those
get on
penny stocks.
Fiverr, you sell your skill set, and you do some jobs for somebody?
Yeah, how about that? How about you Fiverr your way into a development career, you idiot?
Yeah.
Fuck you, possums.
Possums are worst.
Possums?
Possums are worst raccoons.
Possums, I know, but they don't scare me as much as raccoons.
Really?
Raccoons can be a raccoon can be as large as a big baby,
Yes,
That's
raccoons
true.
can be quite large.
and they can rear up on their hind legs.
Can they?
Yeah,
Like aggressively?
I mean, whether it's aggressively or not, I mean, it could be invitingly. I don't know.
I mean,
always
I don't
seen-
see how a raccoon rearing up is anything but an aggressive stance to take.
It seems pretty inviting to me.
If there was an animal that would ever do
How
like
else-
the whole I don't know what you would call that, the Generation X thing over their crotch, it would be a raccoon.
Yeah.
The raccoon stands up so it can hug you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Danielle,
It's
you have
like-
you have bite marks all over your thighs.
And it's just like
Yes, and you've been
hugs.
foaming at the mouth for the past 6
Hugs.
hours. At first, we thought it was because you were just gargling with the Diet Coke, but I'm starting to think it might be a medical reason.
Are you gonna live this time?
Maybe. I'm doing my best this time. This fight is one of those ones where it's like, if you get some bad luck, you're probably not going to win.
I really hope you get good luck because I'm tired of her boobs wiggling. It's putting me off.
Oh no! Oh, that's
Well, that's
fine.
not that bad.
That's fine.
Mario's
yeah,
not-
I was afraid he hushed Mallow. If that's the case, then I'm most certainly going to die.
Don't harsh the mallow.
Don't harsh
Don't
the
harsh my
mallow.
Mallow.
God.
My marshmallow.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a possum outside and it was dark and I knew it was a possum. I thought it was a cat and I was like, hey, Kiki, come here, Kiki,
Hey, Kiki. Oh my God!
And it wasn't until 3 months into having that possum in my house, assuming it was a cat, that I realized it was a possum.
Yeah, when Jeff finally got his glasses,
Yeah.
when the insurance finally kicked in.
That was a really confusing 6 months of my life.
Yeah.
Excuse me, doctor. I seem to have all of the rabies. I don't know how to. I mean, yes, I was probably bit by a possum bat of some kind. She
But
does jiggle her boobs every
a
time she
lot.
casts a spell.
A
so
lot.
much jiggle.
I think you won.
Dodo, let's get out of here.
Yep.
Well,
Ooh.
everyone, until we meet again.
Did you do it?
Did I do it?
He's gonna grab her and fly away.
Yep. Mwahaha.
Bye. I don't
Back to her home planet.
I don't quite get her, but
No.
that's fine.
It's a bird on someone's head with
Yeah.
boobs.
But her head is so weird looking. It's very long. It's got a long head.
Yeah, it's a rectangle head.
It's like
Yeah.
a hot dog bun.
Yeah.
It's like that hot dog bun character from Sausage Party.
Sure.
Oh, is that the movie with the food that
That's-
they made with slave
Oh,
animation
yeah, I
labor?
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
And also that stars like every single person also stars in every single movie that Seth Rogen is in.
yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's okay to put different people in your movies, guys.
No, it's not.
Like, I get that it's like your
That's
friends,
how
I
disease
guess.
spreads, Jeff.
I'm just saying that if I was gonna make a movie, I would not put any of you in it.
And you know what? That's why you don't.
Rude. You bastard.
That's why no one watches your movie.
That's
'cause
right,
we're
Jeff.
not in
What
it.
is this? Let's see. Oh, we got this new movie by Jeff. Let's see. Oh, Danielle's not in
Oh,
it. I don't want to watch it.
I'm going home. You know that
Oh, hey,
disappointment when the
Oh.
barbecue sauce has changed? That's what I feel.
It's his mom and dad.
Oh, they're little- they
I'd
look
like
like
you to
little
meet
eggs.
Mario, my boyfriend.
They look like those fancy eggs.
Oh, we're all about to do an 888.
say you can. I will ever thank you enough. I'm Mallow's father, King Nimbus.
Wait, is Peach with you now?
Yep.
Oh, I missed that part.
everyone.
She's
Thank
just-
you for looking after my dear child.
He
Allow me
died
to
a lot.
introduce everyone. This is Princess Toadstool from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Hello.
I've heard about you.
Oh my gosh. Are we just going to have small talk?
Don't embarrass Junior, dear.
Oh, never mind.
So does Malo remember being their kid, or is he just
No, he
accepting
doesn't.
it?
He's just accepting that he's a cloud person and
He's
not a frog.
died like 50 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, all he keeps rising from the dead.
And it's like his memory gets a little less every
Yeah,
time.
every time he comes back, there's a little less of his soul in his body. And
Yeah.
at this point, Malo is as malleable as he's going to get, so I've told him that he's the child of these cloud people.
Is this the bad place?
This is the
Yes.
this is the bad place.
Twist.
God, that's still one of the best scenes of any show ever.
Yeah.
Is her coming to that realization.
That show's good.
That
I
show
love
is consistently good.
Yeah.
It's over,
Yep.
Yeah.
and that's
Most-
good too.
All shows are over now, guys.
Yes.
It's just
No, they're
just
releasing the
reruns now.
finales of the Arrowverse right now.
You know what also is on Netflix, JoJo?
No.
Now it's a new thing that's on Netflix again.
Oh,
The
I know
Flash?
it is.
No,
No.
it's not the Flash. You know what it is,
Yes,
JoJo?
it is the Flash.
Well, the
new
Flash might
season
be-
of the Flash is on Netflix. Don't
better.
you fuck with me.
You know,
It's way better.
It's way better than the Flash, JoJo. You may be familiar with this little show called Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
no.
all
Yeah.
there.
That whole thing.
I know
all
it's
there.
weird that like I would suggest that you watch a show on streaming when you definitely have the goddamn Blu-ray sitting on your desk for the last 3 years.
I
but
keep trying to give it back so that I can be freed from this curse,
And here's
but you
the
keep
thing.
not letting me.
Here's the thing. Joe will resist and resist and resist, and
Like,
then
you gotta-
one day
you
he
gotta-
will crack and he will watch.
and he
and
will
just
all of a
like
sudden-
everything
and not
else.
only will I watch, I will talk down to you about it.
No.
You know how this works.
No.
he will either
no.
talk down to us about it or he will act like he's the first person who ever
Yes.
discovered this show.
He will love it, and he will become acutely obsessed and decide.
and you gotta understand, like, that's a lot of work for me.
I mean, it's your nature, Joe.
In
Yeah.
2 years, when JoJo watches Avatar: The Last Bender, get ready for a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender
Yeah.
content from this
Yep,
channel.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're gonna be playing the Avatar: Last Airbender game, which I don't know if it's good or not.
I'm
It's
sure
amazing
it's-
that there hasn't been like a AAA Avatar: The Last
yeah, for
Airbender
real.
game.
It could be
Concep-
super good.
Conceptually, you've got
Yeah.
characters that all have different like competing
Powers.
elements that they have. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're fighting rock monsters. Bring out the fucking water character to like smash them.
It's a big game of rock, paper, scissors.
Absolutely.
It's a giant game of rock paper scissors.
With a really cute flying buffalo thing.
it's a
that
bison.
sound-
It's a bison, Dad.
That's a what? Okay. That was a really arbitrary
Yeah,
distinction.
are we
Jeff.
splitting hairs here? What's
Yeah, I
the...
am splitting hairs because it's something that we should all know is that Appa is a flying bison.
I just really like the idea that there was a part of Jeff that felt the need to go, buffalo?
All the animals in the Avatar world are amalgamations of other animals.
Like
Except for
buffalo.
one. There's one animal that is not.
Yeah, Momo's a lemur.
Momo's a flying lemur.
I
Momo's
have never been more done with this line of conversation.
Momo's a bat and a lemur. That is the two
A
animals.
beamer.
Yeah.
A beamer. I drive one of those.
There's only one
Fancy.
animal in the whole show that is just a regular animal. Daniel, do you remember what that animal is?
Danielle, don't fucking play this game.
Do you know
with
what that is,
Jeff.
Danielle? Do you
Don't
remember?
play this game.
Danielle's watched it. She knows.
Danielle, you don't have to do this. You're a grown adult. You don't have to fucking play little Jeff's.
Simba.
No, it's a bear.
Oh, but isn't it a giant bear?
No, it's just a regular bear. Danielle, bears are pretty big. Okay.
Well, anyway, this has been this week's episode of Super Mario RPG.
Hey, you
I've gotten
found-
to the point now where I'm actually unsure how much game is left. I don't think much more.
You have everybody in your party now.
I do. hang on. I'm gonna just check one thing real quick. I think that the next way to go is here.
Is it just to the castle?
Let's see here. Bus undergoing repairs.
Okay. I think the bus is what you would use next.
Yeah. Well.
Do you have to go? Oh, I think you have to go talk to Frogman and tell him that you're not his son anymore.
No.
Oh, no.
That sounds really sad.
Don't break his heart.
actually. I don't think you do that.
You're not my dad.
That sounds pretty wild.
That's my favorite part of Mario RPG is when you break an old man's heart.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty.
the key part.
It's
So
pretty
there's nowhere else to
heartbreaking.
go.
Well, I'll go to Bean Valley.
Bean Valley.
Bean Valley.
Go to Seaside.
New
Town.
York City.
New York. Kitty.
Bean Valley.
I'm gonna marry. Well, let's break Frogman's heart real quick. Frogman.
Why not?
Why
We
not?
got nothing
Tadpole
else
Pond.
to do.
The scat. He's the scat man. So
Grandpa.
Gam-
Oh, I'm sorry. Not real Grandpa.
fake grandpa.
Fake-
Guess what?
Fake Grandpa.
Oh, I forgot
Hi,
about these.
boys.
Let's go give Grandpa a heart attack.
Yep, and tell him, hey, your kid's a monster. He's a
Aw.
monster cloud.
I'm royalty, you dumb
Yep.
fuck.
Where did
Grandpa,
Mallow
I
come
found my
from?
home. It's up in the clouds. Mallow, a prince. I never would have guessed it. Now you're helping to save the world. You've come a long way. Oh, you found your family. Your adventure isn't over. Yeah, I'm not giving up.
Bye. The end.
Okay.
He took that pretty well.
He
Yeah,
did.
he did.
So I guess next time when JoJo has fun, I'm going to find out where I can get the next star piece and end this charade.
You took it better
Oh.
than you took your barbecue sauce, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
We talked a lot about a lot of wild stuff today.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.